Konnichiwa! Welcome to Uzumaki Garage. This is episode 2 of the white Evo 6 project car. In this episode, I start to dismantle the rear of the car to see how bad the rust is. Fingers crossed, let's see what we find. In the last episode, I introduced my new project car, which is a Mitsubishi Evolution 6. It's been parked outside in the weather for at least the last 7 years, but possibly all of its life. I know it has some rust underneath, so I need to remove the exhaust, crossmember and fuel tank so I can get a really good look at it. There's a bit of surface rust on the floor and around the spare wheel well, but it doesn't look too bad. So first up, I'll take off the rear wheels so I can check out the suspension pickup points. With the wheels out of the way, it all looks very good under here, and I can't see any bad rust so far. And now I'll remove the exhaust. With the muffler out of the way, I can see the chassis rail extensions are badly rusted, and you can see somebody has tried to hide the rust holes with body filler and black paint. I'm taking the rear bar off next, so first I remove the boot trim and this windscreen washer bottle. The car must have had a minor impact in the past, as the rear bar has been replaced, but instead of replacing these brackets as well, the repairer has just cut off the bottom part of the bracket. But at least the rear bar is good and all the tabs are intact, even though it hasn't been reassembled properly. This side mounting bracket looks worse than it is, so I think the sandblaster will clean it up fine, but if the rust is too bad, I think you can still get these brackets new. I'm using a centre punch to mark the diff to tailshaft position, just in case the marking paint gets worn off. And I'll support the tailshaft's weight with the jack stand. Then I drain the diff oils and remove the AYC pump and reservoir to get a good look under there. The backing plates on the rear brakes look rusty, so now I'm removing the calipers and rotors to see how bad they are. They look a bit rough, but they might be okay after sandblasting. I want to see under the fuel tank, so I've drained both sides of the tank and now I'm removing the fuel filler pipe cover. The covers are often rusted out as they fill up with mud, which can cause the pipe to rust away too. But this pipe looks okay. The chassis rails in front of the alloy crossmember are rusted out. There's several layers of steel there, so it's not an easy fix. And besides, I think the chassis rails are high strength steel and they shouldn't be welded. So to repair it properly, I've now ordered 2 brand new full-length chassis rails from Japan. One side has already arrived in Australia, but the other side won't be here for at least 6 months. And I haven't properly inspected the front end yet, so there might be even more surprises for me there. I wasn't expecting to find the chassis legs so badly rusted, but now I realise it's quite common. So now this build is on hold until the new parts arrive. And while I'm waiting, I'll decide if this regular white Evo 6 is worth all the effort to save it, or should I just keep it for parts for a future project? I know there's workshops in the UK that would say, we fix cars a lot worse than that, and replace chassis legs all the time. But this is not a rare RS or Tommy Mackinnon Evo, and it's not hard to find rust-free Evos here in Australia. I don't have a hoist or a lift in my workshop, and I have some other issues going on at the moment too. So should I build an Evo that needs all this type of work? Let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe and notify. And if you like what I'm doing and would like to support the channel, you can donate something to my PayPal Me account. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.